Hello and welcome to the Market Leaders video tutorial series. This particular video is entitled Buying a Domain. So it's to help all small business owners using this product through the process of buying a domain. Now, I'm trying to make it hopefully as intuitive as possible, as easy as possible, easy to follow, user-friendly, so that you can follow these steps and recreate the same process of buying your domain yourself. Now, for just ease of understanding, I'm using a service which is an online service called 123reg. They are the UK's #1 domain registrar, which means they are the #1 company or business in the UK which are responsible for selling domain names to business owners. They have a website which is very easy to use, and I've been using them for approximately 3 or 4 years now. And I'd really highly recommend them. However, there are other domain registrars which all do very similar things and have very similar features. Some of the features which we'll talk through this video, others are a bit more complicated and probably not entirely relevant and appropriate to every small business owner. So as I'm trying to make this video applicable to most, I'll keep it very generic, yet with enough instructional value that you can follow this process and do it yourself. So I've landed on the home page. As you can see here, 123reg.co.uk, that is the URL name. This is the home page. As we can see, there's a lot of promotional stuff down here, many options and things like that. Don't get taken away by the distraction below this line. If you're new to 123reg, you can just sign up, in which case the sign up page looks a little like this, and you just fill in your user details, sign up, and then they send you a registration email to your inbox, which you respond to and then log in once you have your login details. As for me, I'm an existing customer, which I already said, so you can see here I have an email username box which I fill in with my email, which doubles up as my username, and I put in my password. Hopefully I remembered the password correctly. Now it brings you to this page, which is familiar to me as I've accessed the control panel many times. To you, if you're new, it may not be, but it gives you a standard greeting, personalized, which is nice. Scroll down and what you'll see then are a few subsections, and the thing that I'm quite interested in to do, as this video is tailored to informing you on how to buy a new domain name, I want to click on this link here, which tells me to buy a new domain name. I click on that, takes me to this page. This page here gives me a blank box in the middle inside this picture, and this blank box will instructs me now to type in my desired domain name. And I think what I'll use, because I'm launching this Master Market Leaders is a brand new product, and I'm looking to launch it on its own website and its own promotional domain name. So I'll have to buy the domain name first before I do any of that web building stuff. So I'm gonna now just put in Market Leaders, and I don't put in any .co.uk or any extension .org or .com or anything at the end of this yet, because this system will automatically from their own database tell me what is available. Now clearly there may be other businesses or business owners who came up with a similar name and therefore have used Market Leaders, and therefore it would be unavailable to me. But let me see what is available. So I click search here to see what is available. When I do that, I see this .co.uk is gone. I see .uk is gone. I see .com is gone. See, it says taken, unavailable, taken. That amounts to the same thing. So here I'm left with the other options. As Market Leaders is meant to be a global product with international appeal, what I'm not looking to do is restrict my domain name by any familiar geographic extensions. So anything with London or Scot or .wales, these are things clearly, if it was a product that was targeting that territory specifically, then it may well be applicable, but for me it's not in this case. So I look down and I'm looking for something that will be applicable. Okay, at this stage all the usual options, .co and .net, .org even is gone. So what I have to do here is just look over to the left hand column where you'll see here it says extension categories. I'm looking now for an extension that would be applicable and available. I don't like any of the look of these ones. XYZ doesn't really give anybody, it doesn't seem credible. Online, it's not strictly an online product. So let me go to maybe business. Business will give me something, I hope, that's more applicable. There's .biz. That's also gone. So now I'm still looking for something that would be applicable. .com, .deals, .event, .expert, market leaders help, limited. There's nothing there that really I think does it justice for what I'm planning for. Okay, what I'm going to do now is move to the next appropriate category. I move down. It's an educational product primarily, but it's also practical. Academy. I think anything educational, actually, on second thought, is going to be too restrictive. It may mislead my target audience to think that it's just an educational product, which is not strictly. It is a practical business aid or instrument to be used by small business owners practically in everyday use. So maybe professional at the last. I may find something. I look down here. Now you can see the extensions also come at different price points. So just bearing in mind, if you're on a tight budget, as I am, as I'm sure most are, you may want to just choose something that is going to be, within reach financially. Okay. I'm going to go back to popular for a minute. Right. Not great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I'll go with market leaders online. Market leaders online, I think, is what I'm going to go for. At last, I look at generic even. Maybe there's something generic that would help. .info, that would be more for maybe, I don't know, like tourist board or something like that. Not for this kind of product. There are just some very, frankly, inappropriate extensions there as well. So let's just let's leave that be. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to go for market leaders. Let's just see here. Maybe commerce. It's not really an e-commerce product, but you can buy it online. Okay, I'm going to go for market leaders online. So I go back to, I think it was business where it was. There's a .ceo, but I think for £70, I don't think I'll be interested in doing that. Market leaders, productions, report, services, support. No, I really think that market leaders online is going to be the best thing. So we go back. I think it was professional. Or even just the popular. There it was, online. Okay, 66% off is pretty good. Let's make sure. Technology? I don't know. Let's have a look. Technology, perhaps. Market leaders. Market leaders. It's not a network. Site, software, solutions, systems, tech. .tv, .tel, .webcam, .website, .ws. No, I think we're really going to go with market leaders online. So what I do is I look at that and I pop that in the basket, and it's $9.99, which is a good price. We move on. I go to continue here, click on continue. At this stage, it gives me this kind of intermediate page which tries to sell me domain privacy. Domain privacy basically would make my name, address, postcode, telephone number, email address, all of these details which are associated with this account, which if I purchased this domain without selecting this, all of that information there highlighted in blue here of my personal details or my business details will be available in the public domain for anybody to search and find out. Now, as I'm not too bothered about that at the moment, I'm not going to purchase this additional product here for $4.99. But if you are, then I would suggest you click on Add Domain Privacy. But as for me, I'm going to just continue at this stage. Okay, now it just gives me my registration details that I have associated with this account, and I just click Continue here. Don't have to change those. Then it gives me extras, add extras to your basket. Now clearly most e-commerce systems will try and promote extras to upsell the customer, and I already have all of these functions in my web host, which is a completely different system to this, but it includes all of these things. Now just to be clear for those who don't understand the difference between a domain host and a web host, a domain host is a company like 123reg which simply sells domain names. That's all you buy, a domain name. Now, a web host is a company that then sells you the space to store all of the photos, all of the text, all of the information that would comprise your website. So again, you've got two types of hosts for every website. You've got a domain host, which hosts and sells you the name, just the name, the domain name. And then you have a web host, which is responsible for storing all of the components of your website, the photos, the text, etc. So there are some which are both. 123reg, I understand, does both now, but I have chosen a completely separate web host from my domain host. 123reg I've got my domain host with, and that's why I'm buying this domain through here. It's $9.99, $11.99 with VAT. Be sure that you're aware that the VAT is added at this stage, and then you just click checkout. Again, it will try again to upsell for personal email, but I don't need personal email. I have that with my web host, which is the next video in the Market Leaders tutorial series, which I would advise you to take a look at. Continue without. So at this stage, Market Leaders Online, domain privacy I don't want any cloud backup. It's £2 VAT. I'm very happy with that. And I click Go to Checkout. I'll use my debit card, and those are all my details. It'll ask me for CV number. So this is the stuff that's on the back of the, your signature strip. You pop those numbers in there, and then I order and pay now. Marketleaders.online. Great, payment complete. That's excellent. So that's been a very, maybe short, maybe longer than expected, with the difficulty in buying a domain extension that matched the purpose of my business. But then again, maybe that's been additional informational value and educational value for you viewers. So yeah, that's purchased. I'll have in my control panel I'll have a little invoice there that I can have a look at for my business purposes. Administration purposes, I've got my invoice here. There it is. I've bought another 2 domains on this day as well. Had a couple of trial runs for this video. View invoice, there you go. Market Leaders Online, $11.99, all purchased. That's in my inbox now. So I'm ready to go. On that note, I close off the video. So this has been number 1 in the Market Leaders tutorial video series, and I hope you tune in for the next, which is buying a web host. Buying a web host is the next one. Thanks very much. Thanks for your time, and I hope you found this of good value. Goodbye.